morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Whatever time you guys are watching this, I hope you guys are having a good day as always. We're here today, back at the shop. I don't know if I posted a video yet of my truck on the dyno. I've done that. We have my cousin's diesel on the dyno. Now I'm curious to see what this truck's gonna do as far as torque and horsepower and all that. So I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna post my numbers. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but we're gonna definitely go over this truck. It has an H&S Mini Max, and we're gonna go over the levels. It is a 2011, so it doesn't have the greatest turbo on it. It is a brand new motor in it though, and I don't know what turbo is on it. It's a new OEM Ford turbo, so I'm assuming it's an 11 turbo. They didn't, you know, put a bigger one on it or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure it is still a 2011 turbo. Like I said, not the greatest, but we'll see what she makes and see what she does. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right guys, here we are. We're ready. You ready, bro? You ready to see what it takes? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit it. Dyno brakes off. Unfortunately, we don't have the turbo. Unfortunately, we don't have the big screen working, but you know, let's see what she does. We do have AFR, which I'm kind of curious to see what it's gonna do. So. Get it into fourth. Is it? Put it in manual. So we're gonna go into manual and go into fourth. Good. All right, and then go ahead and let off a little bit. Let it go to like 1200 RPM, like just over 1,000, and then I'm gonna hit the green button and we're gonna let send it. All right, ready? Go ahead, send it. Let's go see what it did. So there we go, guys. That's on his stock tune, 414 horsepower, 910 torque. Looks pretty good. You can definitely see the torque comes on pretty hard, but it falls off pretty hard too. But that's definitely not bad for stock. Now we're gonna go into level 2 or 3. Let's go to 3. We're gonna jump to 3 because 2 is probably not gonna be that big of a difference. So let's get to it. All right, guys, here we go. We're getting ready for round 2. Let's go ahead and dyno brakes off, manual. Let's get it. I'm gonna do an outside exhaust view, I think. All right, that last run didn't take, so we're redoing it. But I'm being outside the truck this time. I like that we have some AFR there, baby. 18.0. Look how lean these things run all the time. There you go. It made 468. 1023. That's not bad, not bad, pretty good. All right, guys, so we did tune 1, tune 3, and now we're gonna do tune 4, which is the last and final tune. So, are you ready, bro? Are you ready? Let's get it. All right, it's all you. Hit the green button so that the screen goes back. You hit the green button once, there you go. So now it's ready just like before. Let's see how much fuel and smoke comes out the back of this bad boy. There it is, 485 and 1026, guys. Pretty impressive. Woo! All right, so what do you have to say, bro? You like it? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Is that more than you thought?
That was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
It definitely made more torque than I thought it was gonna make. Horsepower is a little, to me, different because I thought it would have made more to make that torque, but then again, it makes perfect sense, and I was just explaining to him, horsepower is basically the amount of work you can get done in a period of time. So as we have more combustion cycles go off, RPM goes up, we actually lose the amount of air we get in that, but we have more go off in a single amount of time, so that means we actually are producing more work. I just wanted to cut in real quick. By the amount of air getting into it, I mean the amount of air we're getting into each compression cycle. So as you know, RPM goes up, we lose the amount of air we can get in, which means we can't put as much fuel in there and make as much power. So we see maximum torque where we get the most oxygen, the most fuel, that's gonna make the biggest boom and generate the most torque. And then after that, we lose the amount we can get in just naturally by the cam, the intake manifold, the turbo. In his case here, the turbo is the limiting factor, and that's why we're not seeing you know, torque kind of stay. You see it drop off really hard because that turbo becomes very inefficient, but you'll see horsepower continues to stay the same for a little while after that because torque doesn't drop so nasty or so quickly, and we're having more combustion cycles go off in the same amount of time, which is overlapping that anyway. So I'll link the torque versus horsepower equation in the description down below so you guys can see it. That way you can read it, understand it, it'll make a little more sense to you. This was just a quick cover of it, and I wanted to let you guys know, so let's get back to it. So pretty cool. Definitely this truck will benefit from a big turbo for sure, or even like a billet, like a wicked wheel setup or something like that. This truck could really turn up, but that's pretty good, man. I'm pretty freaking stoked. That's sick. So alright, so we're gonna put the Cobra on the dyno. I haven't put the Cobra on the dyno in, geez, a long time, since Groves tuned it at Dyno Wedge, and I think that was the last time. I don't think I put it on a dyno since I took the VMP off of it and put the stock Eaton. So I'm curious to see what it's doing, what kind of power it's making, just, you know, how happy the engine is and all that. We are running it on the slick, so that will definitely suck up some of the hit and some of the torque compared to a radial, but we'll see. We'll figure it out and just see what it does. This is a different dyno too, so who knows, you know what I mean, what the difference is, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and throw it on the dyno and see what this dyno says it makes. Alrighty guys, we got the car pretty much strapped down. I just got to straighten it out. And then after that, we're gonna be making a hit. Look at the little 26s, they look so cute. But we got our straps, our wideband, we got all our stuff set up. Let me set it up in the dyno. Alright guys, we're ready. The car is strapped down. I got it fired up, roll it, recheck the straps, but I think we're pretty much there. So I'm gonna have my cousin film for me. Thank God I have somebody here to help me film because it sucks filming by myself, but. Alright guys, here we go. Guys, so this is SAE. You can see up there, SAE, and here's what it made: 476, 492. And if we go to uncorrected, what it actually makes, here's actual horsepower and torque. It actually made 383 and 397. Downstream air temps are pretty high, as you can see, 134, so the car is hot. So there you guys go. The car made, you know, decent power. It's hot. You can see intake temps are like 134, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what the car makes when it's really hot. And then for all you guys out there that are like, your car's slow for the horsepower it makes, that's what it's actually making. If you look at uncorrected, that's what my car actually makes. So my car's pretty fast for what it actually makes. If you look at what other guys make, they make more than 50 to 60 horsepower more than me and still go the same trap speed and ET as me. Sometimes their trap speed's actually a little faster than mine, but their ET is slower than mine. So it just goes to show how much our elevation sucks, how much power it robs, and what the cars are actually doing at this elevation. It's no fun. It sucks. We can even look at his diesel and see what it actually made, and it's kind of heartbreaking sometimes. Let's go see what your truck actually made, dude. Are you down? Let's do it. Let's look at actual torque and horsepower. So here you guys go. Here's the Cobra overlaid with his truck. Actual. This is what they're actually making, or uncorrected. So his truck made 385 horsepower and 816 pound-feet of torque. That is what it literally put down to the tires today. So when we go up here and go to the correction factor, we go SAE, which is the standard everybody uses. This is what both of these vehicles would have made on these runs on the dyno at sea level. This is what they theoretically should make. So So we just got back to the house. I'm gonna change, shower, I'm dirty. It's getting dark, it's getting race time. I'm gonna give him a fuse for his truck so we can get his pump or his compressor working, and then that should be that. All right, you guys, that sums up this video. As you saw, we ended, you know, coming back to my house. I did end up taking a shower, going out, but I didn't do anything exciting. Otherwise, I for sure would have filmed it, put it at the end of this video, and you guys would have seen that. It's been pretty difficult, pretty busy doing a lot of the business stuff on my own. It's hard. I was worried I had to move the shops right away, and so I postponed filming because trying to find a place, really more difficult than you think, trying to find a building and getting people to even call you back on these buildings. Good things to come. I did, however, finish the video, or I'm going to finish the video of the Coyote swap with the timing chain guides, oil pump gears, all that stuff, that truck that we did. The part 2, that video is coming. I didn't have any clips of the truck running. I filmed, you know, at the end of it running, but I want to get some other, like maybe a little bit of driving on the street, something like that. My truck was on the dyno, so I did it before this and my cousin's truck went on the dyno. Maybe I'll show you guys some of that. I wanted to also do a little more tuning with the truck because it was the first time that I put on the dyno. I was running into some limiters and it was just kind of putting the same power out consistently, so I know I'm hitting a limiter. At that time I didn't know what the limiter was. I'm pretty sure now I do. So I had a torque table coming into effect where part throttle it would go into a reduced engine power. I hit the right table and I changed it, but when I changed that table, something in the background was not happy. It literally made the pedal be dead, and every flash after that it consistently got worse, and the truck was like, the pedal was going sideways real quick. So I went ahead and reflashed the entire on the stock tune and started all over again. But the problem is I was a little shell shocked from touching that table, and I didn't want to touch it because I'm like, I don't know if HP's got it wrong, if I have it wrong, what happened. Turns out I changed just that table again and it was fine, and the problem solved, and it is the table I thought it was that was affecting it, so now the truck's good. I was still a little worried and I was waiting on HP. It's been over 2 weeks that I've been waiting on them. I sent them the maps, and yeah, I know it's a lot of rambling, but there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes I want to, you know, have you guys be aware of. There's always issues with stuff, and maybe I'll start filming more of these issues. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We have good content coming, and hit that notification bell after that so you know when my next video comes out, because I can go a little bit between videos and sometimes you forget about it, and that'll let you know when my new video comes out so you can watch it. But as always, keep wrenching on your own cars, keep kicking butt, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But it's time for you to get the heck out of here.